What a year it's been.
It's more than you know.
As the year comes to a close, I can't help but to reflect, of course. At the beginning of this year, I was still living in Texas, and I had no clue that I was going to do half the things that I've done this year. Now, I know I said something similar on my birthday when I turned 25, and I felt a shift. And I didn't really quite tell anybody after the fact of my birthday that I felt a shift, but I definitely felt a shift after my birthday from how I felt from the beginning of this year towards the middle to how I feel now. At the beginning of this year, my focus was set on developing an app. And I didn't know that it wasn't going to work out. I didn't know I was going to move back home. And I didn't know that I was going to walk myself into the expansion that I have currently. You know, if I didn't move home, I wouldn't have my jingles per se, which I really like making jingles, although right now I'm taking a break, of course. But I wouldn't have gotten more invested in my astrology like I have been this year, so I'm really grateful that everything happened the way that it did. I will say though, moving into next year, I kind of want to shift my focus. You know, I've been going live lately on TikTok, so if you haven't, seen me, you should join me. But I've been going live on TikTok just, to test it out, and I may continue that into the new year. In a little while, I do have a reading, so I've been booking more readings. So I think that's something that I'm liking. I'm also learning more about my energy in terms of what my dharmic path may be. I've been learning a lot of Vedic astrology, and I've been looking more into my Bhagyesha, as they call it, or the ninth house lord, and what that all means. And my south node sits in the ninth house in a whole sign, both tropical and sidereal. And I'm learning more about, what it is that just comes easy, what's natural. And I'm learning that astrology is definitely something that could be in the work, something that is destined for me, because that's something that I really enjoy doing it. And I really enjoy seeing like people's aha moments when I see something in their chart or when they ask a question. So that really brings me joy. So I'm learning that maybe something with astrology is what I'm meant to do. I still do want to host. That is definitely at the forefront of what I'd like to do. I know I really haven't given this show much time, but I think I am going to stay true to my word. I said it, I think, in 2021, where I said that I was going to make this more of like a video documentation of my life and what I'm doing at certain spots, so it may not be as consistent as others may hope. I don't even know who watches this. This is really just, for my benefit, so I can look back years back, so I'm like, okay, I knew where I was at this time. Just reflecting on this year alone, it's really been a wide range of emotions, I'll tell you that. At the beginning of this year, it started off really good. I was, as I said, I was still in Texas, but I didn't quite know what the year held ahead. In January, I had a TikTok video do really well, and then from there, like the rest of the year, it was me just building from that point. I learned a lot about TikTok and content creation. I'm also realizing that I'm like, I never wanted to be a content creator, but it definitely helped. It definitely helps to get, it definitely helped to get myself out there and get what I'm trying to do out there to the public at large. But I really want to focus on going live more this year too. This year has really shocked me in terms of expansion and what it is that I'm capable of doing. And I'm really grateful for all the gifts that the universe has allowed me to access this year. I don't know what 2023 holds. I know Jupiter's about to go into a house that I will not say, but it's going to be a very important house for me. Yeah, I gotta keep the secret up a little bit, gotta bring a little bit of mystery. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where 2023 goes. Unfortunately, though, this year, the one thing that I'm still a little like about is that a lot of people did come and go this year. And though it's not the worst feeling, because I know that when people leave or when things leave your life, that means that it's making room for new beginnings and new people to come into your life. However, it's still sad. The feeling is still there. This year was definitely, I saw a lot of people kind of just go their own way. It's not like, anything bad happened. It's just everybody went their own separate ways and everybody started doing their own thing. And so it's kind of like the bittersweet moment, and you're enjoying the memories that you once shared with each other. But this year was also a very local year. I know moving back home to New York was a bit of a travel from Texas. I will never do that again, getting on Amtrak for 2 days, or at least in coach. You know, gotta be a little bougie, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no, just this year was very local. I didn't travel that much this year. Everything was kind of short travels and short trips. You know, I did enjoy going to the city for Pride. I did enjoy getting out with Trenton and Melissa. I also enjoyed going to see Sydney and going to her show as well. But it's really been short travels the majority of the year. Moving into 2023, I don't know. Like, I feel like I could travel. I don't know. This is kind of like the first year where everything was kind of just to a halt. And that's another thing. I felt like my life was on a halt too this whole year. I mean, I was building career-wise and building my content, but I wasn't really, you know, out there. I wasn't trying to be out there. I felt like this year was definitely a year of isolation and learning something new and really developing my relationship with the universe. I really feel like that's what this year really was for me. But moving into 2023, really I'm feeling this after October. My energy has shifted. I do feel more homey. You know, I like being at home. I like being by myself. I'm not gonna lie. But I do have this weird feeling that maybe a relationship will come in 2023. Maybe a friendship. Who knows? But I do want to, you know, I'm kind of curious to see what is going to come in for this new year, because I do feel like something, I've been saying it all year, something's coming. Don't know what it is, but I'm going to leave you with that. And thank you guys so much for the people who are watching. I don't know who's watching. Just thanks. Thanks for 2022, even if I don't know you. I'm moving into a personal year 1. I felt like this year was definitely a lot of endings. Oh, yes, it was. Wrapping up a lot of cycles. Personal year 9, and now moving into personal year 1, and I'm going to see what's going to happen with that. But things are going good right now for the end of the year, but I will see you all in 2023. Hasta la pasta. Bye.